Welcome, everybody, to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the number 3 seed in the playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
How about that to start the game off by this defense? The offense decides to drop back on the first play, and this quarterback has no time at all because of the pressure up front.
Welcome, everybody, to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals. For the top 4 seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the #3 seed in the playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Handoff from the shotgun. They'll tackle him at the 27.
Chris, what a way to start this game. All this hype and build up in the playoff game. Offensive line says, hey, put it on our back. We'll be able to get things going. If you can keep running the football like this, man, does it open up the entire playbook.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. Good execution. Gets a block and gets the first down.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Gives it to the back. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Airing this one out toward the sideline. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
How about that? First play of the game in a playoff game, you take a shot downfield and you hit it for big yards. Now you got some momentum here early in the game.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. It's a shotgun run call. They'll stop him on a small gain here, trying to run for it on third and long, and came up well short. The offense stays on the field in this opening drive. They'll go for it in their own territory. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big fourth down stop.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the first down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Defense not pressing this time. To throw, it's Manning. The ball is caught. Finding some room at the 25. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. The Bulldogs looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray, and more recently Jake Fromm, and of course Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
Touchdown, Georgia. Strong game by this quarterback. They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He'll bring it out from his end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. The last time they went for it on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. Handoff here from the shotgun. They'll tackle him out across the 20.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And it's complete downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Just another great example, Chris, of an Ohio State quarterback and receiver combination being so dangerous. Think about it, over the last 8 or 10 years, I think Ohio State has been as consistent as anybody when it comes to the passing game and the efficiency that comes with it.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, that's exactly what defensive coordinators love to see. You've got a quarterback that typically is known for his ability to cover, and here he shows some physical toughness by sticking his nose in there, and he comes up with a nice play in support.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Tackle made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 33-yard line. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line. Because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route. And the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
Game makes it 2nd and medium. And the same runner's got it again. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always flown offensively. I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
So let's see what the play caller likes here on 3rd and short from the +27. Oh, it's snapped to the back. Fighting off the defender. Gain moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion. Keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out.
Ohio State 0.
Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Ball handed off. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
The Buckeyes looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's swarmed by the defense. That's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in.
How about about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen and not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Ball sits at the 2-yard line for 3rd and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, Chris, we're still here in the first half, but you got to wonder after that stop there on 3rd down. Now we got a 4th down situation, and now you're in the red zone. I wonder, you want to take the 3 points the easy way, or do you roll the dice and try to take a chance and try to come up with a touchdown?
Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Game moves the ball to the 43. 1st down coming up. Scanning the field, it's Manning. He'll take a deep shot. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Dawgs. Just ran away from the defense. Now the important point after attempt. PAT is good, so the lead now is 11. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would be better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Difficult to win games kicking field goals. To cut into this lead, they got to find the end zone. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. 1st down, looking to throw the football. Lofting it toward the left sideline. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
PAT is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns the last possession. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Looking to pass. It's Manning. Looks left and finds his target there. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Direct snap to the back. And they'll stop him just short of the mark. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. 4th down now. Time for perhaps one more play before we hit the 2-minute warning. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. An inside give now from the shotgun. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
On the run here, lets it go.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? They'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. They bring him down at the 5. Solid gain, though, in the completion.
Now, that's what I call coming through for your team in a pressure situation. Great read, got the ball where it needed to go, and now you're set up to get 6.
1st and goal, an opportunity to take the lead before halftime. Receiver in motion now. They go with a direct snap. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
A pretty good push up front here by this offensive line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. Ticking away. Time for just 1 more play before halftime. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down there. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. After connecting on his first try, this is a chip shot from 22 yards out. Kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. Miller's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Buckeyes will kick this deep, begin the 2nd half. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Pulls it in. It's Alexander. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. See if the offense can overcome that holding penalty. Important second down play coming up. To the air. It's Manning. Receiver makes the grab. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. Short throw complete to the tight end. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Ohio State.
Receivers are bunched together. The defense with more pre-snap movement. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Incompletion makes it second down. Looking to throw again. And they heave it deep downfield. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. And an explosive play. Stop finally made across midfield at the 44.
Now that's called making adjustments at halftime and coming out, believing in those adjustments and attacking a defense. Good job here with the execution and a great throw by the quarterback.
Looking for some space. It's Frazier. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Cannot escape, and down he goes.
What a play here by this defensive line. You can get so caught up in the flashy offense of Ohio State in recent years. But let's not forget, they still play defense in the shoe and have such great history and tradition with that defensive line play.
Defense looking for back-to-back sacks. Third down now. It's a short completion at the big tight end. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
The tight end goes in motion before the snap. Run back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Chris, sometimes the quarterback's just trying to find the open guy and get him the ball. It's exactly what he's able to do here. Found a way to pick up the first down.
And the Bulldogs trying to punch it in. It's first and goal. Tight end makes the grab. Touchdown, Bulldogs. This quarterback on fire today. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. PAT makes it an 8-point game. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time, and now third down coming up. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on third down. The pocket breaking down. Sacked. It's a loss back to the 6.
A lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it, and they get the sack.
Running it back, it's Frazier. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make... There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Georgia. Now the all-important extra point. And the PAT makes it a 15-point lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Offense back out there trying to get something going. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Running out of time in the pocket. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Chris, I don't blame him at all for taking advantage of this matchup. Put that receiver out on the left. If he gets the matchup you like, take a shot downfield on the post and hit it for a big touchdown.
PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from him.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll raise second inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Less than a yard to go as they cover the line on second down. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And, you know, being able to have a balanced attack, so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
They get him down, but not before he gets to the +38.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires.
Ohio State, 20.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
To the air, it's Manning. Makes a quick grab. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
And that one is no good. The lead remains at 8 after the miss. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. This offense scorched the defense with a lightning strike, a one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Or it's snapped to the back. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37. Second down play coming up for this offense. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Offense moving to a bunch formation. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Gets into space at the 50. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Linebackers making some adjustments now. And looking to throw now on first down. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again. We can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. The Buckeyes looking to crank up the tempo a bit. They look to throw it here on second down. Catch made on the left side. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Hey, it's a gain, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
They'll run it here. Running back has the ball.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
The Buckeyes will line up on 1st and 10. Snags a quick throw. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. And we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to steal a late-game comeback victory. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Can he take it all the way? He's at the 50. Now the 40. Inside the 20. At the 10 now. Gonna take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Dawgs. And a pick six, a monster play by this defense.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving in some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick six. He's running out of time here. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. Second down play coming up. The quarterback making some changes at the line. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Breaks loose at the 40. They lose the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. They'll run it here. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. You're down by a couple possessions. Yeah, completion is good, but truly the two most important things, getting the ball downfield to your receivers and making sure they're working to get out of bounds to preserve that clock to be able to get a score, get the ball back, and have a chance to win this game.
Ball's incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Receiver makes the catch. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Heading left after the handoff. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation.